Curses and cursed objects have been a staple of stories and legend throughout history. An item belonging to a deceased person, an ancient tomb, and paintings are all common vessels for a curse placed upon the living. And so in this video, we take a look at our top 5 cursed objects. Let's begin. Number 5. The Hands Resist Him painting. One of many supposedly cursed artworks is known as the Hands Resist Him. This painting of a young male and a life-size female doll standing in front of a window was painted by artist Bill Stoneham in 1972 in California. The painting was in the possession of actor John Marley before ending up on eBay in the early 2000s with claims it was cursed. The anonymous sellers claim it was found behind an abandoned brewery, and soon after taking it home their daughter stated that the figures in the painting would move at night and even stepped out of the painting itself and walked around the house. Number 4. The Crying Boy paintings. Artist Giovanni Brangolin painted the picture of a crying boy which gained popularity in the 1950s, and so many prints were made available for retail purchase. Around 1985, a British fireman claimed that these prints were present at a number of houses damaged during fires, but the prints themselves were always unharmed by the blaze. It was also claimed that the painting was in fact of an orphan whose home had burned down, and that the tragic event in the boy's life would mysteriously recur in each household where the painting or prints were displayed. Number 3. The Bassano Vars. In 1988, a man discovered a 15th century silver vase buried on his property. The only contents of the vase was a note which read, "Beware, this vase brings death." Despite the strange and ominous note, he threw the note away and sold the vase to an auction house. The vase was bought by a pharmacist who died 3 months later, then a surgeon who died 2 months later. Next, an archaeologist bought it and died 2 months later, and the last owner died within a month. The vase is said to have been confiscated by Italian police and reburied in an unmarked location where it can do no more harm. Number 2. The Anguished Man Painting. The story behind the final painting on our list states that supposedly the artist had created it using his own blood mixed with paint and committed suicide shortly after its completion. When displayed, the first owner claimed to hear voices and crying emanating from the artwork, and that a shadowy figure of a man was present in the house and around the painting, and so it was locked in the attic until moving to a new owner. As soon as the painting came into the possession of the latest owner, he and his family started experiencing the same phenomena around the house. His son was pushed down the stairs by an invisible force, his wife felt something stroking her hair, and they saw the shadow man. The owner has since put the painting down in his basement, but mysteriously has been unwilling to sell it despite the paranormal phenomena tied to the painting. Number 1. The Dybbuk Box. At the top spot on our list we have the Dybbuk Box, which was brought to widespread attention by the 2012 film The Possession. A Dybbuk is a spiritual entity from Jewish folklore said to be the malevolent lost soul of a person clinging to an object, home, or living person. The story is that a Holocaust survivor unintentionally called the spirit forth while using a homemade Ouija board, but through the use of religious rites was able to bind it inside the cabinet. Kevin Mannis purchased the box at a yard sale in the early 2000s and immediately started having nightmares about a twisted form of an old woman, and so did many people who stayed at the property after the purchase of the box. Mannis gave the box to his mother, who mysteriously suffered a stroke on the same day, and the box's later owners also reported the spirit appearing in their nightmares as well. The last owner, Jason Haxton, director of the Museum of Osteopathic Medicine, not only had nightmares but developed a strange skin disease and began coughing up blood. At that point, Haxton, aware of the supposed history and legend surrounding the box, contacted his local rabbis, who then sealed the Dybbuk within the box once again. So there we have it, that was our top 5 list of cursed objects. Don't forget to like, as well as subscribe and comment if you enjoyed the video. Check back again for another top 5 darkest list. Until next time.